Alright, so this pick for number 16, probably not one a lot of people are going to be thrilled about. Probably some naysayers who don't think this band's very good. I don't give a shit. I think this is a fantastic debut metal album. Really a mathcore album, I guess, at its heart, really, because it's just very odd time signatures, very heavy stuff, kind of like Dillinger Escape Plan. That sort of like mathcore sound, but refined, kind of simplified, and just tuned way lower. Released in 2005 on Corrosive Recordings. The Tony Danza Tapdance Extravaganza. And I know somewhere Brian Berg is like, yes. This album floored me the first time I heard it. I mean, it's so heavy. Easily one of the heaviest albums on my list. The most absurd song titles I've ever seen in my life. You know, opens up with my bowling ball is frozen in a Foot Locker in Chicago. Naturally. Just crazy guitar sound effects too. I think like some kind of maybe whammy pedal, like harmonic pick scrapes that they're doing there at the end of it. It was just like, what the hell even is that? I don't know. And a lot of this was actually recorded, I guess, on like a demo album they did the year before. Songs like Five Deep on Charlie, Cliff Burton's Surprise, which is one of the most ridiculous song titles, just a crazy song. You know, with the little Sweet Child Divine thing before it, like, all hell breaks loose. Like, it's very much like a hard left turn kind of a song. I think this whole album is full of songs like that. Bill Dance Land's the big one. Easily my favorite song on the album. Just absolutely everything about that song I just love. That's like my favorite Tony Danza song, by far. Just some of the coolest, like, harmonic, you know, dissonant notes, you know, blurring together over top, you know, like way up the fretboard over top this like really heavy, sludgy, you know, 9/8 time signature stuff or whatever they're doing, 5/4 time signature stuff. It's such a headbanger. Daddy's Coming Up is great. Tony Little, Jack Daniels in the Open Road is a wild song that kind of has some shades of the more like metalcore sounds that they occasionally run into. Excuse me. And then the closing track, another great song titled Big Pun's Not Dead, because I just saw him at Krispy Kreme. Yeah, that song goes hard too, with the crazy tapping, like Buckethead sounding like calculator tapping stuff that they do at the end there. Lots of really sick breakdowns. I don't know. I think this is one of the best debut metal albums I've ever heard. Feel free to hate in the comments if you want. If you've never heard this band before, I think this album sounds a lot different from the later stuff that they would do towards the end of their career, with I think Josh Brown, or not Josh Brown. I'm sorry, I always mess that up. What is that guy's name? Josh Travis, because Josh Brown is the guy from mine. Josh Travis would later join the band, and on their later albums kind of change their sound and even lower tunings and even more in your face, you know, pummeling guitar riffs and crazy sound effects. So a little bit different from what they would kind of adopt later on as a more deathcore sound, but very good start to that short-lived career, so definitely worth checking out.